Hey everyone, it's Sunday morning, August 15th, 2021. It's about 8:30 a.m. I'm up again in the morning early, so I wanted to get some breakfast and I'm going to one of my favorite places. This place is called Baby Stacks in Henderson on Stephanie near Sunset Road. As far as I know, there are 6 locations. I don't know if they're all open, but if you're planning to go, make sure you call. Everything's always changing, prices and hours. There were about 5 of us in our party this morning, so I don't want you to think that I ate everything. I only ordered 3 breakfasts. I started with the steak and eggs, coming in at a pandemic price of $13.95. And it's not the best steak and eggs deal. There are many casinos that have cheaper steak and eggs, such as South Point, Ellis Island, and there's even a Wildfire Casino around the corner with a 1-pound ham and eggs for about $7.99. So this is kind of pricey. And the quality is going to be your very average steak and eggs. This one was particularly thin and a little bit overcooked versus what I ordered. But when I see a steak and eggs on the menu, usually I feel like getting steak and eggs. So I gotta go with what I'm in the mood for. And this was one of the things that I was in the mood for. Steak was okay, a little overcooked like I said, and I got over easy eggs and hash browns. Although their steak and eggs might be less than stellar, there are still good dishes here, like this Kahlua pork Benedict. They call it the Kahlua pig Benedict for $11.75. This is like the Kahlua pig that's cooked Hawaiian style underground in a pit wrapped in tea leaves. It resembles pulled pork. It's very soft shredded pork meat along with poached eggs and the hollandaise sauce on an English muffin. You probably know by now that I really love Eggs Benedict, any type of Eggs Benedict. I'll post a link to the menu in the description below. Just keep in mind that the prices may not be up to date. I usually like the classic Eggs Benedict with the Canadian bacon, but I wanted to try the different kinds that they had here. I've had the spinach Eggs Benedict and those were really good, and this Kahlua pork was really good. The pork was super tender and they give you a good amount of it, so you get pretty big mouthfuls of that shredded pork with the egg and the hollandaise sauce. Also, they had this other kind of Benedict. They called it the Country Benedict. It's like a sausage gravy over the poached eggs and a breakfast sausage patty over a biscuit. I can't really tell you how that sausage gravy tasted because it wasn't my dish. But if you like biscuits and gravy and sausage and other breakfast foods like me, you're gonna want to try this. It looked really good. I think most of us were pretty hungry this morning, so everything looked good. And actually it was good. This place has pretty good food. Here are the huevos rancheros at $10.95. This dish was also not mine. This was ordered with fried tortillas, sunny side up eggs, and a green salsa. You have your choice of diced chicken or carnitas. This is carnitas. You can choose red or green salsa. You can order your eggs any way you want. Soft or fried tortillas, and they top it with cheese, sour cream, and cilantro. And although this one wasn't mine, I had to have a taste. I've had some really good versions of this, so this one isn't going to be the best, but it was still really good. Carnitas was soft and tender, and the flavor came through from the tortilla and the cheese and the sour cream. Everything was good. If you haven't noticed by now, this place is a little bit of a fusion restaurant. As one Yelper put it, this is like breakfast meets Hawaiian meets Filipino food. Here is the Filipino adobo fried rice omelet for $10.95. Really interesting. And they also have the Hawaiian Loco Moco. If you never heard of a Loco Moco, it's pretty basic, but Loco Moco has become one of the most popular Hawaiian foods and one of my favorites.
This is a Loco Moco, which is a Hawaiian dish, which is essentially rice with burgers like hamburgers, gravy, and eggs, pretty much. And I guess sometimes there's a Kahlua pork. I don't believe there is in this variant.
The Loco Mocos here can be upgraded to a garlic rice and you can add different things. For this one, Portuguese sausage was added. This is also not my dish, but I did have to steal a Portuguese sausage. I wanted to try something different, something I haven't tried before, so I got the chili moco. I also upgraded to the garlic rice, and this also came with eggs and topped with chili, some onions, and that's about it. I've seen a lot of Yelp reviews on this dish and some people really love it. If you like chili or you're in the mood for chili, this might be really good. All of the loco mocos are pretty filling. For me, the chili was a little bit too much to mix with the rice. The regular loco moco is probably better for me, but if you like chili, this would be the dish for you. The menu at Baby Stacks is a full breakfast menu. They have a lot of items, and even with 5 people, there's no way we could order everything. But here are their crepes. These are the cream crepes. You can even add toppings. In fact, most of the dishes here, you can kinda add your own toppings or change it up a little bit. These are the same crepes with strawberries added for a couple more dollars. If you like pancakes, this place has a very large selection of different kinds of pancakes. These are the red velvet pancakes, and in fact, I think it was the red velvet pancakes that Baby Stacks was known for. I remember people talking about it and raving about the red velvet pancakes. And I've had them before, but I got them again because a lot of the dishes we ordered come with one side. It's just that if you choose red velvet pancakes, they tack on another $1.50. Be sure to ask your server about the details. There are a lot of breakfast places, and sometimes you can't beat some of the deals at the local hotels and casinos. Here's their menu. I put up a few pictures of their menu in case you wanted to see what they had at the restaurant now. Prices have been going up and prices have been changing. In fact, they change so often that it's kind of hard to keep up. Not just this place, but everywhere. So for me, I have to actually go to the restaurant or contact the restaurant to get the most updated prices. That's gonna do it for this one. That's my meal at Baby Stacks Cafe. I still really love this place, even with the prices going up. And if you decide to try Baby Stacks Cafe, be sure to call the location that you want to go to, just to make sure they're still open. So thanks for watching, and until my next adventure, I think I'm going to try something more exotic next time. We'll see you on the next video.